Well, hello, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing you. What if I told you that one conversation, one insight could change the whole of your leadership and the way in which you manage your teams? I know that's a bold promise, but it's true. See, when you have an insight, a sight from within, it's not like you have to practice new techniques and new approaches. What happens is there are shifts in your values and beliefs, and so your actions naturally follow after that insight. Do you want to hear more about it? Then let's get into it. See, I have worked with hundreds of women who will overthink the most simple of things. And so there is paralysis by analysis, where we're constantly questioning whether we're good enough to do something. And as a result, we end up not doing it at all. See, if that's you, that is why this insight session is perfect for you. See, I was working with a client recently who came to me as she wanted help with her decision making. Now, this was a woman in leadership. This was a woman that also did consultation. And so in coming to me, it was because she had seen that there'd been changes in her personal life. There had been changes in her work situation, dynamics had changed, but also there had been loss in a relationship and there had been bereavement in the family as well. All of these different things combined just created this whirlwind of thought, and she didn't have the clarity that she needed. In sitting down with me and explaining and understanding how we create our experience moment by moment, there was a pause in the conversation when she saw, actually, why am I doing this to myself? She recognized that the thoughts that were constantly going around in her head were being kept alive because of how she was focusing on everything at the same time. During our conversation, she realized she didn't have to do that. And in an instant, there was clarity. When I checked in with her 2 weeks later, what she said was that she was now more productive and actually she could see more clearly. Now, don't get me wrong, there were times when she still got caught up in thought, but it didn't last as long. See, this is the beauty of an insight, when you can get the information, see things differently. And in seeing things differently, there is that gap, that space where you have insights, where you can see things differently. And all the unnecessary, superfluous, that's a lovely word, superfluous thoughts fall away, leaving you with what you need to do right here and right now. In working with me, what the client did was, first and foremost, seek help. Now, she'd been looking for a couple of years and people had recommended therapists to her, but when she came across my email and my offer, that's what resonated with her. So for her, she was open to change. She knew that something needed to change, but she was also open to that change looking different, not going down the tried and tested route. But also, secondly, she was open to exploring new things. See, ordinarily, when this person would be working, she'd be taking out her pad and her pen and she'd start writing. But what I understand and know is that we are not great multitaskers. Even if you're listening and writing, your focus has to go from one to the other very quickly. You may not even notice it. You may even think you're done at multitasking, but what you're doing is very quickly shifting your focus. During an insight session, it's not about writing notes. It's about being in the moment, being present, hearing yourself and what you are saying to yourself. And then when that is explained to you, you see things differently and begin to hear and recognize what your internal dialogue has been. When you have a session that is pointing towards insight, you don't have to learn new techniques. You don't have to remember mantras. You don't have to set in place new processes. See, when you have an insight, it starts with that sight from within, which then starts to rearrange the values and beliefs and how you used to see things and how you saw yourself. And as a result of that, your actions then begin to change. See, with an insight, it's not an application, it's an implication. As a result of the things that you've seen, life changes and your behaviors change. If you're ready to stop overthinking, to stop thinking that you have to prove yourself worthy of anything, then click the link below and sign up for an insight session where the change happens from within and the behaviors change because you change. See you soon. Take care. Bye.